Hi and welcome. It's Tamara Monosoff, #1 Amazon bestselling author and creator of the Author to Income Formula. I'm delighted that you're here, and especially because today we're going to do a special bonus training. I've been hearing from a lot of people, a lot of members of our community asking questions about how to do Facebook Live, and some of you know I started Facebook Live a few months ago, made some mistakes, which I'm excited to share with you because hopefully this will help you launch your Facebook Live successfully, much more quickly than I did in 2017. And I absolutely believe that you need to be on Facebook Live to promote your books, programs, products, services, business, because it is such a powerful marketing tool and it really helps magnify your message. I mean, it's exponential actually in terms of how quickly word and news spreads on Facebook. So before I jump in, I just want to check and see who's here and that the sound is good and all is well. Let me just see right here. Hey, Annette, woohoo! Hey, Shayla, Patty, Rosemary, Consuelo, Jelena, Betty, awesome. I know that there are others of you. I can't see you in the chat if you're logging in from your phone or iPad. So if you want to ask me questions, please get yourself to a computer if you want to participate in the chat. But I am going to jump in if all is well. Hey, and let me know. Hey, Annette, let me know if the sound is good and you can see and so we can jump into the content. So, hey, Kim from Seattle, woohoo, Stephanie, Happy New Year to you too, yay. And I just love you guys. I get so excited sharing new things with you and connecting. This is our last time to connect before the new year. Okay, so here we go. We are going to dive straight in to the topic of the day, which is Facebook Live. Then we'll open it up to Q&A sessions at the end. My intention is to go through really quickly. I will even do some demoing on my computer just to show you so that when you get off, you can get started right away. And you know, my intention usually for these bonus calls are about 30 minutes. So I'll race through, but I'm also willing to stay on a bit longer. If you're still having questions, I want to get those questions answered for you so that you can have success getting started. Okay, so I'm assuming all is well, or you'd be telling me, right? Because okay, good. Patty, you can hear all is well. Okay, good. Let's do it. All right, I'm going to go and switch to my slides right now, and hopefully you're going to be seeing. Okay, that didn't work out so well, did it? Let me see back. I'm going to go back. Give me one more second. Okay, I have to. Am I not seeing screen two? Aha! Changed their form. They changed my screen, but this now should work. Okay, good. You should be seeing my slides. And let me know. I'm going to pull up the chat bar just to make sure that I can see what's going on here in the room as well. Okay, let me go back. And good. Okay, good. Hey, Jean from the UK. I'm so happy you're here. Okay, let me know if you cannot see the slides. You'll let me know that. Okay, so let's jump in and talk about Facebook Live. And I thought this was pretty interesting. I wanted to just give you a few statistics before we dive into the demos. So 2016 social media marketing shows that Facebook Live is jumping ahead of the pack. And this kind of surprised me actually, because YouTube has been so huge in video marketing and continues to be, of course. But I thought this was amazing since we have added Facebook Live to the mix. It has just catapulted Facebook forward in terms of being one of the biggest players in the social media world. I won't go through all of this, but I wanted to point this out right here because I think this is kind of shocking. It's like hard to even wrap your brain around, is that Facebook has an average of 8 billion. I mean, really, try to think about that. 8 billion daily video views. So if you are not on Facebook, then you are completely missing out. And when I say on Facebook, I mean doing Facebook Live. You are missing out in having an extraordinary reach and ability to connect with people. It's just like it's on steroids. It's so powerful. And you've probably heard this already, but Facebook wants Facebook Live to be successful. And so what they're doing is when you do Facebook Live, they are doing, it gets picked up in their algorithms, and Facebook is actually helping push those videos out as well. So it's not just you and hoping people are going to come to your page and all those things. That in fact, there is some magic work going behind the scenes too when you're using Facebook Live. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. And I thought this was an interesting quote, and this was by Social Media Today in 2017. Says, video marketing trends for 2017: to be deemed relevant to your audience, video content is no longer an option. Ignore it at your own risk. Really powerful. And I thought this was fascinating also. According to Forrester Research, the value of a 1-minute video is worth 1.8 million words. Wow. So I hope that that really makes you think about this as a marketing strategy that absolutely must be included into your toolbox of marketing strategies for going forward in the new year. Okay, so I'm going to give you some, these are actually screen captures from my phone. And again, I'm going to just check back in with you because I didn't have the Q&A box pulled up. Hello. Just really quickly. Okay, good. You can see in here. Okay, perfect. I just don't want to leave you hanging. Okay, let's go back to sharing. And here we are. Okay. So when you do Facebook Live to your personal page on Facebook, it is a bit different than doing it on your business page. And so I wanted just to make you aware of some of these differences so that you don't have happen what happened during my first Facebook Live, where I didn't know where the right buttons were and I couldn't get it to go live. So let's not have that happen to you. So this is what you need to do. You need to first, which is step one, and again, we're talking about personal page because some of you are going to be streaming to your personal pages, and some of you are going to be streaming to your business pages. Regardless, I just want to show you the differences. So you want to download onto your phone through the App Store. Here you go to your App Store, and you're going to download the Facebook app. Do not do what I did and go to Safari and try. And then I first went to Safari and went to facebook.com thinking that that's how you entered Facebook from your phone to do Facebook Live. No, you do not. You have to first go to the App Store, you download the free Facebook app, and then you always enter in through this app, regardless if you do Facebook Live to your personal page or your business page. Okay, so then on your personal page, once you click open this up, it's going to show you, it's the same thing. You're going to click on status as you would when you're doing just a regular status on your page. Okay, so that's the first step. And just so you know, if you want to bring up other pages or groups that you manage, you click on this more button down at the bottom with the 3 lines. And that's not obvious either. So if you're like, oh, I want to stream to my group, or I want to stream to a different page that I have, that's where you go, is you click on these lines at the bottom, and you will be able to select the page that you manage, one of the pages that you manage. It'll pop up and you just select the one you want to stream to. Then you're going to click on the live video button. Okay, so those are the 3 steps to do Facebook Live from your personal page. Oh, don't tell me. I wasn't sharing my screen, wasn't I? Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Okay, so I'm going to repeat this. I apologize, I really do. Okay, so quickly. You're going to go to the App Store. Step 1 is you're going to go to the App Store right here, and you are going to download Facebook app for free. Do not go to Safari right here, because this will not work to enter Facebook through your browser. You have to go through the free app from Facebook and have that on your phone. Then you're going to click on status as you would do any other status on your Facebook personal page. And what I was showing you is that down here is if you want to click to a different page, let's say you have multiple pages or you have different groups that you manage, or you want to go to your business page, you can click on these 3 lines down here and it will open up those different pages that you manage, and you're able to click and select whichever page you want. Then you're going to go over to the live video for Facebook Live. You can see by their little symbol, and you click on that to go live. So these are the 3 steps for your personal page. Now for your business page, same thing for first step. You're going to go to click through the Facebook app. And again, here you're going to go to the 3 lines. If it doesn't come up automatically, you'll see that sometimes you click on this and it opens up your personal page. Like this is my personal page. So I know that's not where I want to be. So I click on these 3 lines. It brought up these different options. This is my business page. And so I clicked there. So now let me take you, so it's almost the same thing, same steps for your business page, but now I'm going to take it a little step deeper. And that is the difference, and this is where this really got me confused the first time, is instead of status, it says publish. And as I was thinking about it, I was like, I don't want to publish. I'm not ready to publish. And so that terminology just didn't make sense to me. But when you click on it, it's okay. It just takes you once again to this option to do the live video. And then once you click on that, you still are not going live yet, so don't worry. You know, I know when we're doing this for the first time, we're like scared we're going to go live. So with this option, you click here, and then it says allows you to type what you want to type for people to see. So you just type something right here on your phone. This is all on your phone. And then you click the go live button. Okay? And so that's the only differentiator here for your business page really is this publish button. And so that is how you do it from when you're doing it from your phone. And in a minute or in a few minutes, I'm going to, after I give you a few tips for going to Facebook Live, I'm going to show you how to do a Facebook Live from your computer, which is awesome. And I'm going to share that with you because I love it. So I'll tell you why you might want to do it from your phone and why you might want to do it from your computer. But first, let me give you some tips. The first tip is that your phone should be vertical, not horizontal. A lot of people have this happen the first time, and I want to prevent this from happening. I know why you want to make it horizontal. You want to make it horizontal because then it feels like you're getting a better view and a wider, angle, and there's more camera. It seems like there's more of the shot, but no, it does not work that way. If you have your phone tilted horizontally, then you're going to be sideways when it streams live, and you can't fix it later. You may also want to use a mini tripod. In fact, I'm going to just click out of here for a second and hold on a second. Okay, so here you want your camera to be vertical and not horizontal. And then I use a bendy pod, and I think I said that. Yeah, bendy pod, you can get it on Amazon, and it's really easy. It's got a mount right there for your phone, and you just stick your phone in, and then you can turn this way, and then you can put, your bendy pod, you can set it up like that. And then what you want to do is, I actually have a box that I put it on behind my computer so it's up higher, because you want to make sure that you are eye level with your camera. So like right now, I'm looking straight into the lens of my camera. You're going to want to do that with your phone camera too. So you want to look into the lens of your phone camera. Otherwise, you're looking down and, down, up, down, up, down, up, and it makes your eyes look shifty and all over the place. And you want to have direct contact with the people that you're speaking to, okay? All right, so let me switch back to the screen and share. I will make sure to hit the share button this time. Okay, so here we go. And so, like I said, you want to make sure that your camera is eye level. And you want to look directly into the lens when you speak. This is very uncomfortable at first. And I have a lot of people saying, oh gosh, that makes me so uncomfortable. It just takes practice like anything else. So, but you have to, because if you don't have your eyes eye level and then looking directly in the lens, like I said, it makes you look shifty or uncomfortable. And you don't want that. You want your audience to feel like you're confident and you're comfortable and you're at ease, and that's gonna make them feel comfortable and at ease. So just make sure, and again, it's a practice thing. And I think one of the difficulties, by the way, of using it on your phone is that you're having to kind of squint and look at your phone, because when people make comments on Facebook Live, when you're using your phone, you're having to like lean forward and try to read those comments. And so it's okay. People understand that that's part of that process when you're on your phone with Facebook Live. But I'll show you another option in just a minute. Make sure that you've got good lighting on your face, just so you look your best. And be sure to say hello to people when they join you live. It acknowledges them, it makes them feel like they're a part of it, and they're much more likely to stay on the Facebook Live with you and engage, and they'll ask you questions. And so it's a really important thing to acknowledge people when they come in. So just say hi, just like I acknowledged you when you entered the room here with me. And always have a call to action. I know you've heard me say this before, but you want to have a call to action at the end of every video that you do. And Facebook Live is absolutely the same. I want you to have a call to action at the end. So invite somebody to do something like, click below on the link and, opt in for my freebie, or click on the link below to register for my upcoming webinar, or, and you get my point. So you want to make sure to tell people what you'd like them to do. So now, before we do, I'm wondering I'm going to ask you the question. Do you want me to dive into showing you how to do Facebook Live from your computer right now, or do you want to ask me questions about doing it from your phone? We can divide it up that way, or I can just go through the whole presentation, and then you can ask all the questions at the end. Do you have a preference? Yes, you want to ask questions now? Okay, you're on computer now. Okay. Oh, you're welcome. I'm happy to do this. Okay, everybody wants me to show right now. So let's just I'll go through the whole thing, and then we'll ask questions at the end. Thanks for your feedback. That's helpful. Yes, the computer. Okay. Thanks, Annette, Dawn, Kim, Jean, Linda. I hear you. Woo. All right, let's keep going. All right, so this is the beautiful thing I'm so excited about, because, there's some people who are doing Facebook Live and they're out and about. They're doing it from their backyard, which is totally fine. If that's part of your branding. In fact, I know someone who is an expert on networking, and so she's always doing Facebook Lives from different networking events. Like right before she goes into the event, she says kind of what her strategies are, and then she goes into the event. So she uses Facebook Live on the go, and it's really part of her branding. So of course that makes perfect sense. So you need to think about what makes sense for you and your branding. I typically do my trainings and courses right here from my home studio, my office. And so I was finding that it was a bit of a juggling act to get my phone on the tripod, and it just felt, I was doing the whole squinting thing, leaning forward, trying to read what people were posting, trying to see people as they were coming in and welcome them. It just was a lot more, feels a little more complicated, even though I know you can do it. I found this new strategy to be so exciting. And so let me tell you what it is. Oh, and by the way, there's something you're going to hear people talking about is OBS software. This is called Open Broadcast System software, or Open Broadcast software. And I went through the process of, and I think you did too, Stephanie, I went through the process of connecting that on the back end with Facebook Live. It was so complicated, and then it didn't work in the end, which was so frustrating. And I think one of the reasons why is Facebook Live was not set up that way, and it's changing all the time. So I don't know how OBS software can keep up with it. I don't know. It just didn't work for me. Maybe it'll work great for you. But now there's a new solution that's in beta, which means that they're still testing. It is so cool. You've probably seen me using it. It's called BeLive.tv, and it's built on Facebook Live. It is so simple and easy to use, and you can use it directly from your computer. So you're going to want to get started by clicking on the Get Started button, and then they'll tell you, hey, this is in beta, and so you just have to fill that out. It's just a few, quick little, take you 30 seconds actually, and then they'll send you an email telling you whether or not you're invited to be a part of the beta. And I don't see why you wouldn't be invited to be a part of the beta. So just, that's all I did is I sent it out, and then they invited me, and then I started to play with this. They have two options. It's very simple. That's why I like it. You can do a live Q&A, or just do a live. What I do is I just do my Facebook Live events now. Instead of using my phone, I'm just using it as my tips that I give every week in Tip Tuesday. So think about how you might want to do this. So it can be a Q&A session for people, or it could just be where you just instead of turning on your phone to do a live stream from your phone, you're just doing it straight from your computer, which I think is 1,000 times easier because you're not having to squint and look at your small little print on your phone. You can just have it all up on your computer, and if you can look down and see your screen. I'll demo this in just a minute. So there's this option 1, and this is what it looks like. And you can see it's BeLive because you can see this already. It says powered by BeLiveTV. So it is just the same as live, doing it streaming live from your phone, except for you have the comfort of having it on your full screen of your computer. I just love it. And by the way, you're doing your webcam, so it can be a built-in webcam to your laptop or your computer, or I have my Logitech webcam plugged in, and you get to select the camera that you want to use, and then you just can hit the broadcast button. Again, I'm going to demo this in just a minute. Option 2. This is amazing in terms of business building strategies. This ties in perfectly into the Author to Income Formula training, where I teach you different things that you can do to build your author platform. And that is to interview other people, because it establishes you as the expert. Even if you're interviewing other experts, you're the host. So you're seen as the expert interviewing the other expert, and it's a boost and a win for both of you and your audience, by the way, because then people get to hear from other people that you really respect and and so you're bringing these people and their expertise to your audience. I love it. So this is where you would just host it, and again, the setup is really easy. I'm going to show you in just a minute. So this is what it looks like. So you may have seen this a couple weeks ago. I interviewed Joy Dueling on membership sites. And so I was using this as a teaser to introduce Joy to my audience so that people would come to the webinar that we were hosting the following week. So this is like on TV when they do the little tease at the beginning, so that you go, oh yeah, I want to stay watching so I can see that show. This is the same way I used it. I used it as a little tease, but really I wanted to introduce everyone to Joy so that it was warm and people got to know her and understand what the topic was that we were going to be covering. So it was just a quick little, it looks like it was about 4 minutes, 22 seconds, and we got a really great response to this. So again, it's so simple to use, and it's a win for everyone involved. And I love how it's a split screen like CNN, and you have an opportunity to put the names up there with just one easy click. And so let me just tell you what you can do with these videos, with Facebook Live videos, and then I'm going to actually share. I'll do a little live demo for you. I want you to be thinking about Facebook Lives, whether you're doing the ones by yourself, just to give tips, information, Q&As, whatever information you want to share. Those can be repurposed, and also the interviews can be repurposed. So think about how you can transform your Facebook Lives. You can upload them to YouTube, because a lot of people, when they're searching your topics, they're going to go to Google or YouTube, which is, you know, one of the top search engines in the world. And both of those, and Google owns YouTube. So when people are searching for your area of expertise, they're going to type that into Google or YouTube. And so you want your videos to show up there. Well, how do you get your video from Facebook Live to a MP4? I'm going to teach you that little trick in just a minute. And I'm excited about that little trick. So you can change your Facebook Live into an MP4, which an MP4 is a video file. It doesn't just have to stay as a link. But let me just tell you some other things you can do. You may have seen already that I've been taking my tips that I'm doing on Facebook Live and I'm dropping them into my newsletters, so that I'm not having to create yet another thing from scratch. I'm taking that tip that I've already spent time doing and that, you know, I'm hoping will be of value to my audience, and I'm taking that and I'm putting that right into my newsletter. You could put it into a blog post, and you could bundle it as part of a new program or product. You could bundle, let's say you interviewed 10 different experts, you could bundle that up and sell it. Think about that, right? And of course, everyone should be in alignment with what you're offering, teaching, doing. But think about the power of that, right? And you can JV partner with those people. You could joint venture partner with those people. You know, I mean, there's so many opportunities that you can use these videos for. You can give these away as a bonus. So let's say if they sign up for your program, you can say, hey, I got such a great response for this Facebook Live. Like, for example, I got a lot of views on the one that I did on media tips. And so I could use that as a bonus, right, that I throw in if someone signs up for my program. It could also be used as a video that you could put in for your opt-in. So on your homepage, opt in for video tips on, you know, how to X, Y, and Z, whatever your expertise is and that you did your Facebook Live on. You can share this link, your Facebook Live link, all over social media. So I always take my Facebook Live links and I pop them into LinkedIn, Google+, Twitter, and on my other Facebook pages. So it helps multiply and get those messages out quickly. And I will show you how to find the advanced links and how to change your Facebook Live into an MP4. It is more advanced training, but I know some of you are there, and so I want to do that for you. But before we do, let me just go back to, because I know before we're doing questions even, I want to go and just show you what this looks like so that when you go to BeLive, you're not feeling overwhelmed. You can immediately jump in. Okay, so like I said, this is what it looks like when you jump in there, and then you just would click Get Started. And then you just put your email, where you live, the link to your Facebook page that you want to stream this to. And when you're going to just type in your main page. And then you can tell who shared this with you. Okay, you can say you share. I shared it with you. I didn't realize that was on there. That's fine. And then just join the beta. And then you have to wait for them to respond by email. And that's how they'll say, you know, congratulations, we've included you in the beta. And then, and at this time, by the way, it's free. My understanding is they're going to charge for this, but they're testing it out now. So jump in now, because who knows, they may give early adopters something special. Like we might, I don't know what, but I actually spoke to their team and I suggested that if we jump in early, that we should be treated, you know, in a special way. And I don't know what that will be for them, but I did tell their team that would be something that they should do or consider doing for early adopters, okay? So that's what your process is. I mean, that's gonna take you 30 seconds to do, okay? Once you are there, then you're going to end up, actually, you're not gonna end up there. Hang on a second, hold on a quick second. I wanna, let me see if I can just pull up my account really quick. Yeah, oh good. So once you are logged in, then you're gonna go to your dashboard. This is what a dashboard looks like. So these are my Facebook Lives, okay? And so these are all the broadcasts, but this is how you start a new one. This is what I wanted to show you. So remember I told you there are two options. That's why I kind of like it. It's super simple. Create a Q&A, which is what I just showed you. Yep. So there's that one. And then there's, let me get out of here. And then there's, let me see if I can go back. Yep. And then create a face-to-face. This is if you want to interview somebody else. All right. So, and let me just say this, you have to use Chrome when you're using BeLive. It does not work on Safari, Firefox, anything else. You must use Chrome. And by the way, you must tell your guests that they have to use Chrome too. So make sure that you do that, because I don't want you to, I want it all to work for you. Okay, so let's say you're going to host your interview and you want to be able to do that. So let's see, I have to see how far we can go together, because I'm already using my camera with Webinar Jam Studio, so I don't know how we're going to do, but let's give it a try. This is a bonus, how to use Facebook Live. Okay, and then you'd put your email, and I think I am using a different email account. Oh gosh, I think I'm using my regular. Hold on, sorry guys, I can't remember. This is on the fly, so bear with me. Okay, it says broadcast through Facebook Live. Again, I don't know what's going to happen when I click on this, because I don't. We'll just see. Let's see what happens. Oh, good. Phew. Okay, so the reason why I'm not sure is because I'm already using another software, so I didn't want to like make my whole system crash. Okay, this is the beautiful thing actually that you're seeing this, because now you can go on your own timeline, which is your personal typically, but then you can go to a page you manage or a group you manage. I love that. So wow, isn't that awesome? Because that way, like if you have we have the author to income group, so I could go stream live into that group or to my business page. This will be a business page, or any other page that you have. Once you've logged in with your main page on Facebook, it brings up everything else that you're involved with, okay? And I love this. This is new, testing only, do not post. So you could test this. This is just brand new. They didn't have this before for me. So then you want to choose which one, and then you create a broadcast. When you create a broadcast, okay, I'm going to go for it. I'm taking a chance here that we're going to crash everything, so just bear with me if something happens. Okay, so let's just say I'm going to go on to a page I manage, and then it says, okay, what page do you want to go to? It's going to let me do it. Waiting for permission to access your pages. Hang on. Woo, it's working. There's my author to income business page. Then I create, okay, so let me select that. Got it, and it popped up down here. Then I create a broadcast. Okay. Okay, I'm so excited we made it here together, because this is the link that you want to send to your guest. You just go like this and copy it, and you email that to them. That they will be able to join you. Once they click on that, it just turns on their camera and they are instantly in the room with you. You want to make sure that you start first. So typically when I have a guest, I'll say, I will send you this link 5 minutes before I interview you. And then a few minutes before that, I will go through this process and I connect my camera. Now, again, I'll see how this goes. Okay, yeah, that's not going to work out so well because I'm already on camera. But you saw it actually did, but I'm using a different camera. In fact, okay, this is actually great, because now when you want to show your name on the screen, and you'll show up here, and then, in fact, I want to go back a second, because you see it's using my built-in webcam. So I want to see if I can, oh, darn it. Hang on, bear with me. I really want you to know how to do this. Okay, so bear with me. I'm just going through the process again because I really want you to see something. Okay, so that's good because you're seeing the steps again. On a page you manage, yes. Select the page. That's my business page. Create the broadcast. Okay, this is important. Okay, again, here we are. So here's the link for your guest. But here you can go to settings. And what happened, why it looked funny just now is because I was using my built-in camera. You can select, there's my Logitech Pro camera. So you want to select your camera. Okay, then you do connect your camera. Okay, oh my gosh, this is working where I'm like using a program within a program. Oh my goodness, this is exciting. Okay, then you show up here on the right-hand screen, and I'm looking to the right, by the way, because I have a second monitor that I'm showing you all of this right now. So that's why I'm looking. So you click on this show button right here, and that's how you get the name to show up. So when your guest clicks on this link, remember you're sending your guest this ahead of time in an email. Once you've started, then your guest will suddenly appear right here, and you'll be able to click that show button there, and that their name will pop up as well. And then they will show up right here next to you. You'll be a split screen. And then you're going to be able, now, do you see, this is where you have different options with how you want your screens to look. I like the one right in the middle. That's just the regular split screen. And then you see this grayed out start broadcast button right here. That will be a bright color once your guest shows up. So when your guest shows up, then see how it says guest is not connected. Once they're connected and they've showed up, you can go ahead and click that start broadcast button, and bam, it's instantaneous. It'll go straight live into the page that you've selected. Woo! I love that I was able to take you through that. So hopefully that was helpful. I'm going to click out of there right now. Again, if you wanted to do just the Q&A one, you just go through the same process, but it's a lot easier or not even easier. They're all easy. But look at this cool feature. I just have to say this. When someone asks you a question, you can click on a button and it will show up on the screen. Do you see that? So no more squinting at your phone. You're going to be able to see their questions pop up on the screen so that you don't have to squint. That is one of the coolest features right there. So you just go through create, and it's the same exact process that we just did with a guest. So you would just go through that same steps again. The only difference is that there won't be that second place where you send them a link. It's just you. So you'll just, when you're ready, you'll hit that start broadcast button, okay? Now for some quick advanced features. I hope that was helpful. I mean, I hope you're as excited about BeLiveTV as I am. I can't stop smiling about it just because I love it so much. But let me show you really quickly those two advanced features of how to find your links so that you can share it around and post everywhere. So you go to your Facebook Live. Okay, hopefully, okay, wait a second. Here's one. Okay, here's the recent one I just did. Hold on, okay, good. I thought my screen was frozen for a second with all this excitement. Okay, so here I just did. So what you want to do is you want to see more options. You want to go to Embed. So what I'm telling you right now, what I'm showing you right now, let me just start back really quickly. What I'm sharing with you right now is when you don't want to just tell people, hey, go to my business page and I have a Facebook Live there. No. People are not going to want to go and try to find it and search. It's impossible. It's so frustrating, and they'll lose interest. They'll get distracted by everything else they're seeing. When you send out and post everywhere on your social media, you want to drive them to the exact place on your page that you are doing your live stream. Okay, that makes perfect sense. You want them to say, hey, check out this video. I just did tips on, XYZ, or hey, I just interviewed this expert on this topic. And you want to give them the direct link. So you've got to go here, go to Embed, go to Advanced Settings. There's your link. Just grab that, copy, paste that, post that everywhere. You can put that, as I said, I take that and I post it everywhere on my social media networks, okay? You can also use that link when you're sending it out to your email list. I often take a screen capture, a picture of the screen of my video so people can see that it's a video and it's visual and people are attracted to visual. So I take a screen capture of the event and then I put the link right next to it so that they can click and go directly there. Now for the really cool advanced feature. Let's say that you want to Facebook doesn't make this easy, guys, because they want you to stay on Facebook. But let's say I want to download, this was such a hot video that I wanted to download this video and use it as a freebie or an opt-in on my website. I want to use it to bundle it up to create a new product, right? So can you see the possibilities here? I hope you can, because I'm so excited by the possibilities myself. So let me just show you what you do. This, again, this is advanced, and that's why it's good that we're doing this together. You're going to want to play the video.
Hi, I'm Tamara Monosoff, #1 Amazon best-selling author and creator of the Author to Income Formula.
Actually, I'm going to pause it just for a sec.
And I'm delighted that you're here today.
Okay, so while it's running, I know this sounds odd, but while it's running, you're going to go up to the URL. You're going to take out the www dot. I'm going to do this while it's running live, so it's loud with me talking. So I'm just going to tell you what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to do it. You're going to take out the www, and you're going to put an M for movie. You see that? Okay. So, but it has to be running. I don't know why, but let's just give this a go. Okay. And I know this training is going longer because I'm doing these advanced features, but I'm hoping that you're finding this to be of value. I'll check back in with you in just a minute. Okay, so let's just get out of here for a second. Okay, so here we go. We click on it. It's going to start running.
Hi, I'm Tamara Monosoff, #1 Amazon best-selling author and creator of the Author to Income Formula. And I'm delighted that you're here today.
You guys, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to open it in a separate tab. Copy it.
I teach the Author to Income program.
Paste it into a new tab off of Facebook. Take it off of Facebook.
Generate income. And that's why I'm so excited to introduce you to my special guest and expert, Susan Epstein, who has a really interesting background. And Susan, thank you so much for meeting with us today.
Let me jump in this.
Thanks for having me. I'm really thrilled to be here.
Okay, so I'm going to pause it, and I'm going to go to this new one. Okay, notice m.facebook.com. It popped up on my screen. Do you see that? Okay. This is, I know it seems like a lot, but you really can do this. Okay, now I have to be running the video again live in order to save it as a MP4, which is a video file. This is the only way that you can get this as a video file so that you can repurpose this and use it for other things. So again, instead of www, it's m.facebook. Now let's do this again. Ready? I'm going to show you. So when I hit play, what I'm going to do, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, and then we're going to do it. I'm going to hit play, and as it's running, I'm going to right-click on my computer, on my mouse pad, and it will allow me to save as. When we do save as, we can save it as a movie. Okay, so here we go.
Hi, I'm Tamara Monosoff, #1 Amazon best-selling author and creator of the Author to Income Formula. And I'm delighted that you're here today.
Check it out.
Because as you know, or may know,
so you just name it.
When I teach the Author to Income program, I teach all different creative ways to generate income. And that's why I'm so excited to introduce you to my special guest and expert, Susan Epstein, who has a really interesting background. And Susan, thank you so much for meeting with us today.
And now just download it to my computer.
I'm really thrilled to be here.
Okay, so that's it.
And Susan,
you see that? It opened it up. Okay, you can't see it. I'll pull it over. There it is. It's downloading to my computer right now. And now that's a file that I can use and read. Hold on, let me turn myself off.
Especially if you're.
Do you see how that just worked? So I was able to now download that file to my computer. I own that MP4 file now. And that is powerful because now I'm using Facebook Live to record these amazing videos that I can now download as MP4 files that I can repurpose any way and use them any way I want. Woo! So with that said, I hope you're all still with me. Let me hear what your thoughts are, what your questions are, and if that was of value to you. Woo! We did it. Okay, so let me jump in and see what your questions are. Are you with me? Was that good? Amazing, says Linda. Thank you. Wow, says Michelle. Fantastic. Okay, I'm so excited. Thank you. I'm thrilled that you're excited. Dawn, you're amazing. This is incredible. You're welcome. Okay, so, and yes, Jean, I am using Webinar Jam Studio right now. So I'm using Webinar Jam Studio to deliver this webinar, this training. So I'm actually amazed that I was able to do BeLive.tv. It was like I was running a program within a program to show you this live training. So you can see how excited I am because I didn't know if my system could handle that. And it worked. So I'm hoping that that will be of huge value for you. I'm beyond excited to be able to repurpose these videos because you spend all this time and effort preparing this information. Why not use it, bundle it, opt-ins, freebies, bonuses, new courses? I mean, it's so exciting. Okay. Rosemary says, I need to go out and get my dinosaur outfit and do this. You can do this, Rosemary. Awesome. Shayla, this rocks. Jean, amazing. Yes, you can have the recording. I don't usually record these. And yes, I'm going to send this to you because I know we covered a lot of detailed training. I want you to succeed. You can do this in 2017. This is going to be huge for you. And I have my, I get excited. I get my hair standing up on end when I get excited about something because I know how powerful this is. Something I didn't even mention, and it's on one of the slides, in fact. Anyway, I'll go to your questions, but on the slides, I showed, and I can't remember the exact number, but I did one Facebook Live with no audience. Oh, and this is a really important tip I want to share with you. You do a Facebook Live. I don't want any of you to feel disappointed if someone doesn't show up. Do not worry about it. Present it like you've got an audience of 1,000 people because you're going to be able to repurpose it. You see how you're going to be able to do it? And I did a Facebook Live, like it was before Christmas, holiday, I don't know, it was in October or something. I did a Facebook Live, no one was there, and I thought, I'm gonna just do it as if I got everybody there. Well, sure enough, like by the end of the day, I had like 345 views. Okay, that's amazing, considering that no one was there when I actually did my Facebook Live. So every single time you do one of these recordings, I want you to do it as if you got this wonderful, engaged audience there who loves you. They want to hear what you have to say. They want to learn from you. And that'll come across. And then, as I said, with the algorithms that Facebook is using, they're just pushing that out. And so you're going to have a bunch of views, organic views, and especially if you have a call to action at the end, you're telling people, hey, click on the link to sign up for my webinar, click on the link to get my opt-in, my freebie and all these things. You're going to touch a lot of people, more people than you realize. And then, of course, like I said, we're going to be able to repurpose these videos any way you want. Okay, woo! All right. So Linda said, oh, thanks for the recording. You were the best. Oh, you're welcome. Okay, let me go down just in case. Oh, Michelle. Okay, all these wows and amazings. I'm so excited. Awesome. Yay. Stephanie, okay, this is just so good. Sadie says, does guest have to be on computer for interview? Yes. If you're using BeLiveTV, they need to be on a computer. They need to have a webcam. And a lot of laptops come with webcams built in. If not, they can just use, the webcam. Like I use Logitech, I just plug it in. And so, but they have to have a webcam. Encourage your guest to have lighting on their face because otherwise you're going to look fabulous with your lighting and then your guest won't look so hot, and you want them to look good too and to feel good about the interview. So make sure to give them some tips like, hey, you need to look directly into the camera even if it feels awkward. Please, make sure your camera's, looking eye level, and because I want this to be a win for both of us. And make sure to tell them they need to do it on a computer and they need to do a webcam. Now, yeah, you do need a computer for BeLiveTV. Okay, Annette, you're so excited. Woohoo! I'm excited too. Okay, I'm so excited you all are like as excited as I am about this. Okay, and Patty, MP4 file is a file format meaning movie pictures. Yes. Think saving a Word doc. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm glad you answered that question. So, yeah, so an MP4 is a movie file. So when you upload your videos, like Patty, I know that you're doing MP4. I know you've been doing some Facebook Lives, right? So how I showed you to save that movie file, now you could put those anywhere, right? You can upload them to YouTube. You can put them on your website. I think you're all getting the like magnitude of this now. So yeah, it's just a movie file. Otherwise, but if you noticed, that was like some advanced work there. And, you know, Facebook wants you to stay on Facebook, but those were kind of some workarounds so that you can use it to your benefit to help build your business more powerfully than ever in 2017. Okay, and all right, any more? Okay, so Shayla says, in case, as an inventor, is this a specific, okay, this can be, okay, you can use Facebook Lives. Shayla's asking because she's inventing something. You can use this. In fact, Shayla, Annette is a perfect example who's on this call right now. Annette uses Facebook Live for, she's got 2 businesses, and one is a product business, and she talks about her new products on Facebook Live, tells about what's new, what's happening, and so she's giving that type of information. Keep in mind, this is not just about tips. This is like show and tell, right? If I had invented this new product, or I'm selling this new thing, or let's say I'm an author and I'm a yoga expert, not only do I have my yoga book, but I've got my new yoga scarf and I want to sell my new yoga scarf to you, that you can do I mean, think about this, kind of almost like your own TV station. Using BeLiveTV, it's like QVC. QVC, for those of you who are out of the United States, is a home shopping network where they're selling from showing items on TV. So this is huge in terms of what's possible for you. So you can go on to Facebook Live and every week talk about your product, answer questions about your product, you know, do survey people about what other items they'd like to see in your product line. I mean, it's endless in terms of the possibility. Okay. Okay, good. Did I miss anybody's question? If I missed your question, you have a lot of things coming in. Post it again at the top so I can grab it at the top before our time is up. Okay, Sadie asked a great question. What's the ideal amount of time for each session? It doesn't really matter. You know, people don't tend to stay on videos very long. So I'm trying to keep my Facebook Lives under 10 minutes. Normally I tell you to do 2-minute videos for everything because people's attention spans. It depends on how you use it. If you are using it as a product show and tell, I would say keep it to a minute, really, like a minute to 2 minutes max, because then people are going to lose interest. If you're offering tips, if it's more content based and you're an author and you want to share, you know, 3 to 5 tips on how to, you know, get back on track with your New Year's resolution for new health, and you know, you want to lose 10 pounds, whatever the topic is, then you can stay on Facebook Live longer and give those tips. Actually, there's been some discussions that the longer you stay on Facebook Live, the more people you're going to pick up because you're staying on and it's getting picked up in the algorithms. But I really think about the viewers that are watching. I mean, I don't like to stay on videos for that long. So again, someone's going to stay on for the full 10 minutes only if it's really like speaking to them and you're covering information that they want. Product stuff, don't stay on too long. I would stay on for a minute and show and tell, hey, you know, 2017 coming out well with this new whatever, and I'm so excited to share it with you, and click on the link to learn more, or that kind of thing, and click on the link to learn more and have that go to your sales page or your Amazon affiliate page. I mean, right? It's just, it's endless. Okay, and video prompter. So the video prompter that Stephanie and Annette, I think, are using, it's Big View. I wrote it down for you. It's Big View. Oh, that might have been backwards. Was that backwards on the screen? Anyway, it's BIGVU. I can type it right here. I'm not using a teleprompter these days. I'm just jumping in and doing it. But keep in mind, I'm prepared. So whenever I do a topic on Facebook Live, I don't just wing it ever. I don't just wing it. I sit there, I think about what I want to say. I will put my tips down. I'm organized. And you want to make sure that you're not just going on to Facebook Live and rambling, because that will aggravate people. People don't have time, right? You don't want to waste people's time. So be really concise. So if you're sharing tips, make sure you've got your 5 tips nailed down. You've got them. You know, I don't use a teleprompter for that. And Big View is a way for you to do, not with Facebook Live, but for you to record a video from your webcam, and it's scrolling. Is there a webcam? Stephanie, jump in. Yeah, so you love that, Annette. Was that scrolling on your computer screen or your phone or both? Can you type in and let us know, because I've not used that before. Okay, so that video prompter, Stephanie, do you recommend a video prompter? Which one? Is that what you were talking about? So yeah, Annette, is it both? Okay. Oh, it's for your phone. Okay, so it scrolls for your phone. And so it's a software, but that's different from Facebook Live, right? Because you're streaming live on Facebook. And so, you know, you want to just think that through. And keep in mind, if you're using a prompter, you don't want people to know you're reading, because then they feel like you're disconnected from them. So I really want you to just practice what you're going to say, practice it out loud again and again. If you're using a prompter to record videos, fine, but just make sure you practice it a bunch of times, even though those words are going to scroll there, so that the words are really just to kind of catch the side of your eye and prompt you to remember what to say next, as opposed to sitting there and reading. Okay, it's really important in terms of the way in which you connect with people. Okay, and is that it? Any other questions as we wrap this up? We went way longer than I thought, but hopefully you feel inspired to jump in and do Facebook Live and BeLiveTV. I want to see you out there doing this in 2017. And Michelle says, you always have a beautiful background for your webinars. If you were speaking about a specific product you developed or selling, sorry, you're scrolling down, selling, would you suggest against a blank wall, or would that be too bland? It is really a personal choice and part of your, you know, it's a personal choice. I just like the simple background, except for my tree is growing. So it keeps, like, I think it comes and sticks out. It looks like it's sticking out of my head, so I've got to move that tree. Because yes, it is a real tree. So, you know, I just like the simple background so that people can just focus on what I'm teaching. Some people have, you know, a nice like living room type background. Some people do it in their kitchen. Some people have a beautiful piece of art behind. The most important thing is that you aren't distracting people with your background. So like if you have a bookshelf with like stuff all over it, or I had someone who had a fan and then the cord was like, the cord was behind them, like pulled behind. I mean, it was like this crazy chaotic setup in the background. And so rather than me focusing in on what they were doing and teaching, I was starting to look around at their background. So, you know, I like it to be simple, but you may just want this beautiful, vibrant piece of art because it inspires you. It's up to you. It's a personal choice. But just, you know, really pay attention to your background, because that's what people see. So, and okay, Annette also recommends Parrot for a teleprompter. Okay, Annette, awesome. Annette, you're inspired. Woohoo! Jelena, you're welcome. You're welcome. Stephanie, Sadie, thank you all for joining me today. I am thrilled for you, and I look forward to seeing you next time in the new year. Take care, everyone. Bye.